yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss, landed it right in his lap.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing here is May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
319, 26. Yeah, this. Plant.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's May. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal, New England.
Hey, what's that?
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
No. Hey, 258. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Rodgers to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 38 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
14. Steelers 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, got locked in really well.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jump out! Plant.
Running left, it's Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
88, 30.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
May's pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Jones there for the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Warren will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, May with it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's May. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 26 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, you block over here.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Once more, Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. To throw, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Oswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down and 3. May going to give it to Henderson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's May. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing here is May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Crazy. It was crazy.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10. We're going to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. Look at the big fella go. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
May's pass. Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
A handoff for Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
On the give, it's Warren. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Henderson running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. May. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Hey, 88. No.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Patriots, first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New England.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On first down, it's Henderson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
You ain't never been in skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside. So